Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a red velvet marble pound cake. The measurements will be listed below as well with the original recipe link. Without further ado, let's get into the recipe. In a medium-sized bowl, you want to add your butter and your sugar, and you want to cream this together until it's nice and smooth. Then we're going to add in our eggs one by one, mixing in between. Once you're done with your wet ingredients, you can go ahead and set it aside while we get started on the dry. In a small bowl, you want to mix your flour, your baking powder, and your salt. Then you want to go ahead and take a measuring cup with some milk and then add your vanilla extract to that. And now we're just going to alternate between our flour mixture and our milk mixture. Once you have the batter completed, you want to take about 2.5 cups of that into a small bowl, and then we're going to make this our red velvet batter. So you're going to add a little bit of cocoa powder and red gel food coloring to this. Now that both of our mixtures are completed, you can now take a bundt pan, and I sprayed mine down with some Baker's Joy and just alternate between the vanilla and the red velvet batter, and then I just used a knife to kind of swirl the batter together. Once you have your batter in the pan, you also want to go ahead and tap it a few times just to get out any air bubbles before we pop it in the oven at 325 for around 45 to 50 minutes. Halfway through the baking process, I would recommend covering yours with foil. That's what I did, just so the bottom doesn't get too brown. And then also you'll know when your pound cake is done whenever you stick a knife, toothpick, fork, and if you still see batter on your knife, then that means it needs to go back in the oven. If you come back with a clean knife, then that means it's done. And then you just want to flip it out the pan to cool. It doesn't have to cool completely. Pound cakes taste really good warm. I guess it's just up to your preference. But I did let it cool down a little bit just because I didn't want the icing to just run off the cake. But once it was cooled down, I just started making my glaze, which is very easy. Literally just powdered sugar and milk. I use almond milk for all of my recipes. Obviously, you can use whatever is suitable to you in your household. So that doesn't really matter, but I use almond milk. And this recipe would also taste really, really good with a cream cheese glaze. I will try to link one in the description. But you know, my family does not eat dairy usually, so I didn't want to put that as the icing. But definitely would recommend a cream cheese glaze for this. And that brings us to the end of today's recipe. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys